Now, unfortunately, we think that it's only technical knowledge that we need. We do not realize that we are a spirit being with a soul living in an earth suit that exists in an environment, right? We do not recognize that we are software, hardware, and programs. So you are a product of your programming and your software. And so if your programming is outdated, if there's a virus in your software or your program,
I'm finished.
You're not functioning right.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of dysfunctional people walking around, right? Because even your phones, every 2 weeks or 3-4 weeks, right? It sends you a message that now it doesn't even tell you to update. It automatically updates. But it informs you that tonight I'm going to update it. Why do they do that? It is because they have identified kinks, viruses, and things that do not make the old, operating system or version function optimally. Now, when you drive your car, what do? You take it to the workshop for service, right? And to fix it. So when last did you service your emotions? When last did you service your soul? Because you are spirit, soul, body. We go to church and the mosques and we read our Bibles to service our spirit. We eat, we exercise, we go to school, right, to service our cognitive minds and our bodies. Where do we go to service the soul? Where is the school of the soul? What is the content of the curriculum? When last, right, were you aware of the dynamics of your soul? And the soul is the seat of your will, your intellect, and your emotion. Now, check this out. Within the environment that you find yourself in, right, you see things, you hear things, you feel things, you experience things. And your senses provoke, right, or release information into your internal dynamics, your mind, and you think. So your thoughts are the influences of your environment. True. Or your thoughts are influenced by your environment. Or your environment sow information into your mind to think thoughts, right? So environment influences thoughts. Thoughts influences beliefs. Beliefs influence emotions. Emotions influence decisions. Decisions influence actions. Actions produce your results. Now, at the heart of this model that I've just described, from environment sociology, right, to environment sociology, because your behaviors are, manifest in an environment, right? Between sociology to sociology, between environment to environment, right, you go through psychology and biology. So your psychology, right, your neurology, your biology is influenced by your sociology. So if you do not understand the system of your psychology or neurology or biology, you're not going to be functioning optimally, because most of the things that you do is a function of your psychology, neurology, and biology. And also, biology influences the chemicals that rage inside you. We call them hormones, or biochemicals, or neurotransmitters, like adrenaline.
Energy too?
Yeah, like adrenaline, cortisol, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. So when a situation arises in your environment, it provokes a thought, right? And when you think negative, limiting, disempowering thoughts, it creates negative, limiting, disempowering beliefs. Now, a combination of those thoughts and those beliefs release biochemicals into your system, right? You can call it energy, you can call it neurotransmitters, right? So if it's something that provokes fear or anxiety, what begins to happen is you release adrenaline and cortisol and 30 other neurotransmitters. Now, the more cortisol you have in your body, right, the more toxicity you have in your system. that depletes and reduces your immune system. We're beginning to talk about health.
Yes.
It depletes your bone mass because it reduces the amount of magnesium, potassium in your body. It begins to destroy your brain cells. It impairs your memory and your ability to learn and remember things. It destroys your brain cells.
Wow.
Now, your environment sociology is beginning to affect psychology that begins to affect biology. Emotion can be deadly.
Jesus.
And so the consequences are serious. And that's why being emotionally intelligent is very important.